Hi, I'm Kurt Loder with MTV News. Depeche Mode will be spending the early months of 1989 promoting their first feature-length concert film. It's titled 101 after the number of shows the band played on its world tour earlier this year. The movie chronicles that tour right up to its grand finale at the Rose Bowl in California. The stars are the members of Depeche Mode itself, of course, but the co-stars, without question, are their fans.
It's a very different sort of story. It's actually a story also of some fans that we put on a bus in New York and sent them across to Pasadena, and it was their travels like across. There was a guy on there with a camera and he was filming them in their hotels and stuff, so it was like fans on the road, and they experienced what it's like to be on the road. So they and it's like their lives, what's happening to them, and they have their fights and stuff just like bands do. So there's those two stories going on, and they meet us up on various places on the tour.
Depeche Mode's 101 will premiere at the Berlin Film Festival in February, and it'll open here in April. Hi, I'm Kurt Loder with MTV News. Depeche Mode's upcoming feature film, 101, is a chronicle of the band's last U.S. tour, which culminated in a huge outdoor show at the Rose Bowl in California. The premise may sound familiar, and Depeche Mode is well aware that 101 may invite comparisons to U2's Rattle and Hum. But although both films do focus on rock bands on the road, Depeche Mode says the similarities end there.
Totally different, you know, I don't know, it's more real life, you know. It's more like really what sort of goes on. I felt, you know, that with the U2 film, it was very much like looking at the band up there on stage, and very much sort of like, you know, they're up there and it's the fans. Whereas our film is more like the fans are totally involved, and you know, it's the audience and stuff as well. It's the whole thing. When we play a concert, you know, it's very much the audience are very much part of that.
101, starring Depeche Mode, will debut at the Berlin Film Festival. It should be out in this country by April. To big sprawling stadiums, Depeche Mode definitely left its mark on 1988, and now the band is releasing a movie to document its achievement. The film is called 101, and lead singer Dave Gahan told MTV why 1988 was the right year for the group to make it.
Well, it's such an important thing that's happened in our life. You know, this tour, as Alan said, you know, it's nearly 10 months living on the road, you know. I mean, that's a lot of time. You've got all your friends with you, you've got a crew with you that you build up really close relationships with, and you know, we just didn't want to. We wanted to document that. You know, we wanted to put it onto film and make a record and everything. And this is like, it's a high point in our career now. We get bigger and bigger with every album. You know.
101 will premiere at the Berlin Film Festival and is scheduled for release in this country in April. That's the news for now. We'll be back with more later on MTV.
MTV News. You hear it first.